Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Rogue Trader with me, Rykad. Before we go meet with Governor Medina, let's check in with Pascal real quick, since we did just do his quest.
The Omniscient knows all, comprehends all.
I want to know the truth about you.
The request is approved. I did conceal certain information. I was a student of Archmagus Amonat, but I committed an act of betrayal after he deviated from sacred dogma.
The mechadendrites coil around the tech priest's chest and shoulders, as if trying to protect him. What did Amarnat do?
He fell into schism and challenged the sacred boundaries of knowledge. The blessed Amonat claimed the limits of what is permitted must be expanded, because by refusing to explore certain law, we find ourselves in contempt of the seventh universal law. Comprehension is the key to all things. My mentor put forth a thesis claiming that we have stagnated, that ritual is now nothing but a cage for souls and false worship of the Omniscient. He sought to break the cycle of mindless repetition because he saw the inevitable demise of our faith and all humanity at the end of it.
This Amarnat of yours is a dyed-in-the-wool heretic.
He did not abandon his faith in the Omniscient. He deviated from the ancient imperatives. But the wisdom of the blessed Amonat was so obvious, it made many others doubt the dogmas and follow his lead.
The voice coming from the Vox system fills a static noise that drowns out the tech priest's words. How did you betray Amarnat? Sorry, I mix up some of the letters there.
The teachings of the blessed Amonat spread, and word of it reached the conclave of the Cognizance fleet. They recognized his teachings as tech heresy. Many tech priests suddenly vanished or were subjected to servo penance for minor transgressions. The students of Amonat, whose number included many enlightened and respected brothers, resisted. My prognosis showed that our most likely future was a schism and a fratricidal war that would destroy the Cognizance fleet. That was when I headed to the conclave. I confessed and handed the information about my mentor's research over to the conclave. Brazen, anathematic studies of the Forbidden Law. The conclave could use that data to summon Archmagus Amonat to stand trial and compel him to repent on pain of excommunicate traitoris. His subsequent fate is unknown to me.
You acted as a loyal son of the Imperium should.
I pray that the Omniscient grants us wisdom to overcome the dialectic differences that divide us.
The Vox system emits a painful crunch, like the sound of snapping bone. So why did you go to Rykad Minoris?
I was summoned there by a message that was encrypted with the blessed Amonat's personal code, and could be interpreted in several ways. One thing was certain: we were in danger, and I had to go to Rykad Minoris.
The tech priest named Abel. Who is he?
I never met him, but I think he was a person of worth. The phrase that came from his lips indicates he was in contact with my mentor. I preserved his cortical implant and absorbed the information it contained. However, the large amounts of data memories are encoded with a cipher yet unfamiliar to me.
What are you going to do next?
I was wrong when I assumed it was the blessed Archmagus Amonat who assumed the guise of Abel Haneman. But there is a connection between him and the Reverend Abel, and I intend to uncover the nature of this link.
I have no more questions.
Acknowledged. I will return to ruminating on the search for the blessed Amonat. May your labors be effective and fruitful.
Okay, let's go see what Cassia has to say about our new Inquisitor friend. And we'll check in with Adira and see if she has any new visions.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
What does your special sight reveal?
Behind the cobalt steel of his thoughts, behind the cold, faded gray of his emotions, an ember, the color of amber, glows in Master Van Kalox's soul. So bright and warm, one is tempted to touch it. It is sad that the interrogator seeks to drown it with his own hands in the bottomless blue of duty. Sad indeed, but I can relate.
Cassia looks into the distance, transfixed, as though it weren't you standing in front of her. Then she snaps out of it and lowers her eyes.
You are engulfed in clouds the color of dark umber. They carry an old pain and doubt.
As if in trance, Cassia reaches for your shoulder with the tips of her fingers. A strange feeling of relief comes over you, as if your lungs have fully opened, allowing you to take a deep breath for the first time in ages. The young man notices your expression and jerks away, frightened.
I beg forgiveness for my inappropriate behavior. When I see such oppressive colors, I immediately want to paint them a different hue, to disperse them. I already mentioned I cannot control it, except this time, I thought I would be able to, for whatever reason.
There is nothing shameful about wanting to help, but you should ask my permission next time.
Absolutely. That is what I will do next time. Too many colors. The hues flicker and intersperse, merging into a single wave. It's about to crash. Forgive me, but I cannot satisfy your curiosity at this time. Perhaps later.
The Lady Navigator presses her hands to her eyes, as if to shield them from the light of a burning star.
I have enjoyed your company. Thank you for the conversation.
All right, let's hear what they're whispering about you. Of course.
Alright, nothing new there. Okay, back to Rykad Minoris.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Greetings again, your lordship. The Governor Medina offers Heinrichs a somewhat strange smile. Master Van Calix, it pleases me to see you in good health. Hope that you accomplished, what you intended to at the electrodynamic Cenobium. The interrogator nods without saying a word. After an uncomfortably long pause, Medina clears his throat and quickly turns to you. I can't express how grateful I am for your help. Now that the insidious heretic's designs have been thwarted, nothing stands in the way of my plans or yours. With Aurora dead, the spirit of revolt is waning. Entire squads of rebels are surrendering. We're witnessing the final days of the uprising. I've already signed the order to allocate 2,000 first-class Voidfarers to you. The transfer to your ship should begin any minute now. Our profit factor went up by 5. I would also like to salute the savior of Rykad Minoris, and I have already a festive celebration to be held in your honor. We will celebrate your victory with an ancient custom, the Triumph. You will drive through the city streets accompanied by a guard of honor, as befits a hero who has vanquished the Imperium's enemies, while your trophies will be displayed to the jubilant crowds. Let me know once you have concluded your business in this system, and are ready for the Triumph to begin. Governor Medina is positively ablaze with enthusiasm. I have other business in this system. Then I daren't delay you any further, your lordship. Our profit factor went up a bit. We can grab the rest of this stuff. Stabilizing bracers. When the wearer uses run and gun, they gain a bonus damage on their range attacks. For just that turn, or permanently? A modified last gun. A last gun modified by some handyman. How does it compare to a regular last gun? Does more damage than the Ritobi pattern. Oh, so we didn't look at the Drukhari piercing splinter cannon. Requires 60 strength though. We'll hold on to it just in case. Let's go and grab all this stuff. And Ceramite Stormtrooper Carapace. It's heavy armor. It might be worth investing. It's a heavy armor proficiency because I don't think anyone starts with it. Not even our Sister of Battle. It looks really cool. It won't dodge very many attacks with it though. Base armor property, +1 deflection against human enemies. So you've obtained heavy armor. Unlike light and medium armor, heavy armor provides the ability to deflect damage. Deflection is a unique heavy armor stat that reduces damage taken by a specified flat amount. Heavy armor has a higher armor rating than medium and light armor, but also usually has a higher dodge penalty, making it harder to dodge an enemy attack while wearing it. Only characters with the heavy armor proficiency talent can wear heavy armor. I don't think there's any way to start with heavy armor proficiency either. I think you have to take it as a talent. Maybe one of the next classes we unlock. Like Vanguard. Might start with it? Oh, he leveled up. Oh, did I not level him up last time? By the way, he gets a characteristic and a common talent. We go with perception here, and Pinnacle of Weaponry. The first attack in combat with any plasma, melter, or power weapon deals additional damage equal to 5. The remainder of combat, the bonus damage is decreased to intelligence divided by 2. And here, I think we'll do dismantling attack. Also cripples the enemy, reducing their weapon skill and ballistic skill by -30 until the end of combat. Greetings again, your lordship. I am ready for my triumph. Excellent. We'll see each other at the square then. May the light of the throne be with you. Fly to the upper way.
Keep your wits about you.
Let's specify that we have to fly there. Well, or just walk there. I talk to the Master of Ceremonies. Your Lordship, Perilous Lord von Valancius, and the Master of Ceremonies of Rykad Minoris. Everything is in place for your triumph. Allow me to give you a brief summary of the upcoming event. Speak. You will take the road now familiar to you, from here to the starport. You'll be accompanied by your comrades in arms and a guard of honor. The body of the heretic known as the Prophet of Aurora will be pulled in your wake as a battle trophy. A stop is planned in the middle of the road. There, grateful citizens will rush toward you, praising you for their salvation. It sounds like we're going to get attacked. Or Aurora's corpse is going to do something. Not to worry. This is a thoroughly choreographed interlude. The group of the grateful people will be composed exclusively of loyal citizens vetted by us. Your planet is rife with heresy. Members of the military, young people, attractive and physically fit, a few healthy children. Once they have said their praise, the procession will move on. Governor Medina will await you by the starport. It is also where the pyre has been built for burning the body of the heretic known as Aurora. You'll be handed a flamer blessed by a representative of the ecclesiarchy. You can choose to personally perform the burning, but if you wish to underscore the amicable alliance between House von Valancius and House Winterscale, it'll be fitting to pass the honor of the burning to Governor Medina. However, the choice is yours. An excellent plan. I'm ready to start the triumph. The Commissar knows how important it is to put on a show for the common people of the Imperium. It lets them know that they're protected by the, well, rogue trader in this case, not the Astra Militarum. Of course, your lordship. Pomp and show is important for the Imperium.
Let us not dawdle.
How could we to ride a tank? Surrounded by evil repelling emblems, Aurora's corpse looks like a tiny island of gloom in the glorious ocean of your impending triumph. The governor's people must have put a lot of work into protecting the body from decay, as well as sawing off the grim iron face mask. I wonder if we had a deer in our party, if she would have had a vision about this procession. The dead prophet has the wary, unremarkable face of an utterly nondescript commoner. The one aberration of her appearance is the many small mouths on her cheeks and forehead. They've been painstakingly sewn shut with a thick thread and plastered over with a layer of face powder. The cosmetics transform the heretic's face into an eerie mask. The corner of her mouth is frozen in a hint of a grin, wryly mirrored by her lesser mouths. Are you pleased, enemy mine? The grin seems to ask. I'll hunt down all of your accomplices, wherever they may be, and they will all follow you into the fire. Not a sound comes in response, but as soon as you blink, the corner of the corpse's mouth seems to move upward by a hair's breadth. Or is it just your imagination? Step away from the corpse. You just walk ahead.
Is there money to be made?
2 Lehman Russ battle tanks. Hot dog. Alright, mount the tank and commence the triumphant march. Glory to the Redeemer, glory to the von Valancius dynasty. An actual rogue trader. I'm not going to read all that in time. May the light of the Emperor be with you. Rykad Minoris will remember you. Make way, make way. Let us greet the hero. A small group of festively dressed people rushes toward you. Glory to the von Valancius dynasty. Glory to Donald, a hero of Rykad Minoris. A stately, beautiful, and finely dressed woman calls out your name in a sonorous voice. It isn't until you take a closer look at her face that you recognize her as Captain Raquel, the pilot you met on Rykad Philia. The grateful citizens wish to present gifts to their Redeemer. The Master of Ceremonies' sugary voice almost brings a taste of honey to your mouth. For whatever reason, you know for certain that right at this moment, the gaze of Aurora's dead, empty eye sockets is fixed upon the back of your head. A thought surfaces in your mind. Not a voice inside your head. No, a mere thought. They're all going to die. Befuddled, deprived, never having seen the truth. And it is all because of you, enemy mine. I'm not sure what the best roleplay option would be. I guess follow my gut. Address the soldiers in the cordon. Stop the ceremony. Take the people away. Something terrible is about to happen. The soldiers in the cordon exchange perplexed glances, but their trained discipline prevails. They turn toward the spectators, preparing to lead the crowd away. I'm sensing something. Boundless, blue, golden, dark. A grimace contorts Heinrich's face. The interrogator lifts a hand to his temple, as though struck by a sudden migraine. What? Behold, behold, behold the final dawn. Alright, we've got tanks. Why don't we use them? Just mow through these guys. But we're back on the void ship? Pretty sure, yeah, those are Drukhari ships. No, they're gonna steal the sun. The final dawn was a little more literal than I was anticipating. So the Drukhari are based out of the city in the webway called Camorra, and it's actually more than a city. It's extremely massive. They have several suns. It's more than just a city. So they steal suns and they go and they take them to Camorra to, well, expand the city. To power it.
You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none.
Are you ready to die?
Alright, so we have this cloud here. I only see these cultists. I don't think this is going to be too difficult. I can park right beside them too, so I don't see why I wouldn't.
It will be done. At your beck and call.
I should use that first. I forgot about that. Oh well.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Who if not me? It's as good as done.
Alright, see how this goes.
Didn't flinch.
Alright, buddy. Hey, buddy. What the heck was that? Okay.
The Omnissiah knows
I thought they were on my side.
comprehends all. My competencies are not that universal. Cogitation failed. The scriptural problem.
God Emperor, move through me! Be the fire in my heart! Guided by faith! Faith without deeds is worthless. Rejoice in battle!
Oh, that's the leader right there.
My faith shields me!
Pathetically sound approach. I will do my... Victory is imminent. At your beck and call.
Nice.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
I won't stand for it.
Could give it to Abelard. No, we'll hold off on that for right now. Or we could do Pascal instead. Yeah, let's do that.
I'll paint your death in colors.
We park him up here. You perfect spot. Honestly, I don't care if I hit this guy. He deserves it.
The Omnissiah condemns you. Running binaric override.
But of course, Lord Captain.
Try to spread out my damage a bit.
Naturally.
I will endure.
I won't go down easy.
So initially I was going to try and keep all the enforcers alive, but after their performance, I don't care to anymore.
Taking calculated risk is in my second nature.
High momentum.
I'll see to it personally.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Oh man, where'd your reinforcements go?
Doubt is for the weak. This is unacceptable. I'll do it. None can escape the Emperor's judgment. As the Emperor commands, I act. The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. Eradicated. I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Always worth a shot. Come on.
Doubt is for the weak.
Yeah, no such luck. Oh, that's fun.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
I think there has to be a way to hit all three of these guys, but maybe not. I mean, two's still not bad.
My place is at the fore. Ah, an exemplary strike. It will be done. your hand, no matter the cost.
Let's have Abelard wrap this up if we can.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. Indeed. Reduce the dust.
Nothing to it. The combat comes alive. Victus's voice struggles to get through the thundering static. Lord 10, this is Ex-Master. Please stat Ili Sende. We're en route to the starport. Let's ask what's going on. Victus, what is going on? 10. Interference, repeat. I shall fear no darkness, for light is within me, the light of my faith in thee. I shall flee before no enemy, for there is no enemy more terrible than cowardice, and I shall overpower it. Argenta prays aloud, all the while checking her equipment with deft fingers. Red, black, and lots of blinding white fear. The whole city's quaking. No, the whole world. Let's talk more action. What's Victus saying, Lord Captain? Are they going to send a shuttle for us? Let's move out toward the starport at once. The shuttles aren't going to find us here even if the comlink stabilizes, which it won't. He is Ordo Xenos, so he probably knows it's the Drukhari. It's probably why he was here in the first place. We are en route to the starport. The starp pinning B observe its appearance from the star from evacuate. Come fall silent. Many eyes stare at you. Does anyone have any idea what just happened? The final dawn, Argenta says furiously. We stopped short of puzzling out the enemy's entire plan. O Emperor, forgive us for this negligence. I swear we will find a way to right it. Only an incomplete picture. Heinrich sounds deadly serious. Every warp-active person on this planet is sensing the presence of sorcery. It's rising like a tsunami. I've hardly ever encountered anything like it in real space. And most remarkably, the sorcery is still growing. I cannot, however, say what set off this reaction or where the light is gone. A chill runs down your spine. You seem to feel Aurora's gaze upon you once again. Only it is not coming from her corpse any longer, but from everywhere. All we can do now is try to make it to the starport. Bad news, but not unexpected. Rogue traitor, we must help these people evacuate. The Emperor himself has entrusted their fate to us. The sense of alarm keeps growing stronger, as does the sensation of an intent gaze fixed upon you. That's it. Let's move out. Alright. We'll call it here. Next time, we'll have to find our way to the starport, it looks like. But for now, thanks for watching. Actually, one thing real quick before I forget. Alright. And now, thanks for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one.